And guess what? You walk out the door before you even get started. The single most valuable piece of advice I can give you is, would you believe that 90% of people who start out at the gym will quit after just 3 months? This absolutely shocked me, so naturally I wanted to know why. Why is it that so many people leave a place that has so many benefits? There's more evidence now than ever before that tells us the gym is brilliant for our health, both physically and mentally. We are going to look at the 5 worst mistakes that'll drive a beginner straight out the door. Quick disclaimer, I myself made all of them, except for one, but that was more luck than anything else. Mistake number 1, the bro split. So what is it? It's dedicating an entire day to just one muscle group. Now, that doesn't sound too bad, and to be honest, there are ways to make it work. But the question is, why would you? To make it work, it is so technical and tedious, and I wouldn't recommend wasting all that extra brain power when you first start out. Now, yes, you can get gains from a bro split, but remember, you're in that golden period of newbie gains, so you can get gains from pretty much anything. And this period won't last forever, so you might as well make the most out of it by optimizing your split. If we look at a newbie lifter, we know your recovery period is roughly 2 to 3 days, whereas an advanced lifter is closer to the 2-day mark. So what does this mean? When you have recovered, aka muscle protein synthesis or muscle building has come to an end, it's time to hit that muscle again. Wait any longer and you've missed out on some potential gains. If I was you, I would do an upper body, lower body split, a push-pull leg split, or a full body split. What we have seen is that 10 to 20 hard-working sets spread across 2 to 3 days a week is optimum. So choose the split that best fits your timetable. My beginner workout video gives you a push-pull leg split, and I've got a full body split video as well. Links in the description down below. Mistake number 2, lifting heavy gets you big and lifting light gets you shredded. Now, we've all heard this bro science at some point, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it is utter garbage. There is no rep range that will get you shredded. You simply cannot spot reduce fat. If you want to get lean, get your nutrition in check and add in some cardio. A simple 15-minute jog will burn more calories than 1 hour lifting weights. Now, if you want to get jacked, you need to add in some form of resistance training. There have been studies that compare heavy weights with a lower rep range to lighter weights with a higher rep range, and guess what? They have pretty much the same results as long as the intensity is the same. So get your intensity right and you'll put on muscle no matter the rep range. Now, if you do want to stand there checking your guns out in the mirror, bicep curling a 2 kilogram weight, be my guest. But for us normal people, spending less time lifting slightly heavier weight will be better. This being said, I will stay clear from the very heavy low reps 1 to 5, as you won't get more gains, but you'll also fatigue your mind and body a lot quicker, and you might hurt yourself in the process. Now, listen to Jeff from AthleanX and stop counting your reps. But you can do 3 sets of 12 if you do them right. My advice would be go into the 8 to 12 rep range, as this still allows you to lift heavy but not break yourself, and you won't need to spend all day in the gym just to see your calves for the first time. The important part, as I said earlier, is the intensity, so make sure you're taking your sets within 2 reps of failure. If you're really new to the gym, then go with the principle, if I get 13 reps, I'm going to go heavier on my next set. And if you get less than 8 reps, go lighter. Mistake number 3, surprising your muscles gets you more gains. Well, here's the thing. Your muscles need only progressive overload. You can't progressively overload them if you're constantly surprising them and confusing your brain in the process. Let's look at this logically. You're brand new to the gym. Your body doesn't know all these new movement patterns. If you never practice them, you'll never perfect them. And if you don't perfect them, you won't be able to load them as effectively. My advice is to focus on the compound movements and get good at doing them. Yes, you can change up some small isolation movements here and there to spice things up a bit. But the fundamentals of your training needs to be focused on getting the basics spot on. Perfect all your compound movements of the body. The squat, the deadlift, the bench press, the shoulder press, the horizontal row, the vertical row, and to make your physio extremely happy, add in a hinge movement and the face pull. This leads us perfectly onto mistake number 4, not focusing on technique. Don't be the gym rat half repping pull-ups, squatting like Bambi on ice and turning your deadlifts into Jefferson curls. Firstly, when you use proper technique, you'll be able to lift more weight. You'll also be able to do it without hurting yourself or taking out some not so innocent bystander trying to film you staring at them to get views on TikTok. If your gym bro Steve rates himself as a personal trainer because he can bench one plate with his glutes 6 inches in the air, please don't let him teach you how to lift. If you have the budget, hire a good personal trainer who can show you the ropes. If you don't, then look at YouTube for advice on how to lift. There's so much good information out there. I have a tutorial on how to bench press, so go and check that out. Film yourself doing the lift with light weight and compare it to a video of someone doing it right. Keep changing things until you get it. And when you do, you'll be able to load it up, and before you know it, Steve will be asking you for lifting advice. Now, I was very lucky. I was part of a high-performance cricket team when I started gymming, and we had our team strength and conditioning coach teaching us how to do it right. And out of all these mistakes, this is the one I didn't make, but that was more luck than skill. Mistake number 5, thinking everyone in the gym who's watching you is judging you. The gym can be a dark and intimidating place, so don't let it be. Don't create the worst case scenario in your own mind. I love the gym and I want you to love it too. All those gym bros and brodettes who you think are judging you are far too busy staring at themselves in the mirror to worry about what you're doing. We've all been there before. We've all had to step into the gym for the first time. And yes, for me it was terrifying, but I made it that way. So don't be like me. When I first started, I happened to fail an incline bench. I was laying there like an idiot because I left the clips on, which naturally doesn't let you dump the weight. And let's face it, I'm no Sam Sulek. The guy who helped me was massive and scary, until he opened his mouth and actually spoke to me, and guess what? It turns out he was human. He gave me some pointers and even pushed me past failure for the first time on my next set. Where do all of these rookie mistakes leave you? Apart from getting no results, you end up wandering aimlessly around the gym, getting trapped in your own anxiety and feeling self-conscious. And guess what? You walk out the door before you even get started. The single most valuable piece of advice I can give you is go in with a plan. Just this gets rid of all these mistakes if you do it right. No bro split, no bro science, no listening to your mate Steve. And you'll be more confident in what you're doing, so you won't be wandering around aimlessly. The end result is healthy habits that can and will change your life. Let me know which of these mistakes you made or are still making. We all make the mistakes, but it's how we overcome them that matters. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe for more life-changing content. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.